Hi guys, welcome back. When a recipe says that it is a $1 million recipe of any sort, or in our case, $1 million baked tortellini, you have to try it to see if it really is the $1 million or if it just kind of punks out and is only like $1,000. So let's see what it is. Right now we have our hamburger cooking away. We've got a pot of water on for tortellini, and that's all you've missed. My hamburger comes from 40 Creek Beef out of southern Oklahoma. Amazing, amazing stuff, y'all. But, you know, Walmart hamburger will work, I'm sure. I think I got my heat a little too high. So we're going to break it down, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil just to kind of give it somewhere to go, as Rachel Ray would say. So the recipe says that now is the time to add the garlic and cook it for another additional 30 seconds to a minute. I still have a little pink here, but it'll go away quickly. But this would be about the time you add the garlic. Well, I don't have any garlic here in the house. It's all out in my shed, and I don't feel like going out and getting it. But I bought roasted garlic pasta sauce, and this brand is our favorite brand, and it hadn't always been. Like, I used to look at it and say, oh, that's the expensive stuff, we don't want that. And then somebody convinced me to try it, and I'm telling you, it is amazing. This isn't sponsored by them. They didn't tell me to tell you it's amazing, but I'm here to tell you that when I popped the lid off, I stuck my thumb in the lid, and then I tasted it. Oh my gosh. The roasted garlic. Ooh, you can taste it, and it's so good. Give this just a couple more minutes to finish browning. And then we are going to dump in our tomato sauce. Now, normally you shouldn't use a tomato-based product with cast iron, but it's not going to be in here that long, so it's not a big deal. I've got a little bit left in the jar, and I want every bit of it. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to make sure we get all of that. That little bit of water also helps thin out my sauce just a bit. I didn't have to drain my meat. Like, I get my beef from 40 Creek Beef, like I said, and it is so lean that I didn't even have to drain it. So, love it. If you're in the southern Oklahoma area, you should check them out. I'll leave a link below. If you're not, surely you can find something just as good quality. Or like I said, Walmart ground beef works just fine. Nothing against it. Okay, we are going to stir this together. And we are going to turn the heat to low. We weren't very high anyway, but we're going to turn it to low. And we're going to let it sit here and marinate, meld, become all yummy while we cook our pasta. I've got the pasta water coming to a boil. Now I just have to find the pasta. Now when it comes to water for your pasta, there are two things. Recently I've heard that you are not supposed to salt your water until it starts to boil. Now that's contradictory to everything we heard as kids, you know, like I remember being told that you put salt in there to help bring it to a boil faster. But I've heard recently that it scars your pan. I don't know if that's true or not. I need to do a little bit of research, but it's something to think about. I do have a boil started, and now it's time to salt your pasta. And man, it feels like I'm putting a lot of salt in there. Supposedly, you're supposed to put so much salt in your pasta water that it basically is like the ocean. So, we're going to go with it. We salted heavier than I probably normally would, but I just still don't think I'm salted heavy enough. But here in just a minute, it should start boiling and we'll be ready to cook our pasta. So I couldn't find the tortellini I was looking for, so we went with the frozen tortellini that we found at 3 Cheese. You do want the cheese tortellini though, and it calls for a pound. This is pounded 3 ounces. We're going with it. We're gonna pour it in and stir it in. Now, because it was frozen, it's gonna drop the water temperature just a little bit, but it'll come back pretty fast. And then we are going to cook this. It says to cook it 1 minute less than the package says. The package says 3 minutes, but because my water temperature dropped, I'm going to go ahead that 3 minutes because mine will still come out al dente. That's what you want to do though, and I will check it at 2 minutes, but we should be good with the 3 minutes, but you want to cook till al dente. Al dente means to the teeth, if you ever wondered. The best way to test the doneness of your pasta is to taste it. That's pretty good. Have you ever seen a strainer like this? We have hard water here. It's clean, I promise. It is so cool. It just clips onto your pan, and then you don't have to pull out the big strainer or the big guns, and that takes up a lot less room in your dishwasher. Now, because I used the pan that I did, I am going to have to use my oven mitts, and right now I'm holding my phone because my little tripod got taken over as hostage. So, I'll be right back. Okay, once the pasta is drained, it is time to mix it in with the sauce. If you're anything like me and you forgot to bring your cream cheese to room temperature, just pop that in a nice little microwave safe bowl and pop it into the microwave. Make sure you take it out of the wrap because that is potentially flammable. You're not supposed to put metal in, and I don't know if that has actual metal in it or not. So we're just not even gonna go there. Pop it into microwave safe bowl and just stick it in the microwave for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. Just let it kind of warm up just a smidge. We'll be back. Okay, then it called for a 1/4 cup of ricotta cheese. I just kind of eyeballed it. I'm a little heavy-handed with it. It's okay. It calls for a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of salt. It does not call for pepper. We're going to put a little pepper in there anyway because what harm can it do? See, that cream cheese is nice and pliable. I'm going to stir it together and then I'll be back because this is hard to do one-handed.
You can put about half of this stuff in there. And then I think we're going to put about half of that stuff in there.
And we're going to put all that stuff.
Oh, we're going to put all that stuff in there.
Kind of like a faux lasagna.
She puts her fingers in our food. Look at that. It's finger foods.
My hands are clean.
Not spreading so well yet.
We're doing our best.
Stop that. She licked it. And now what?
I saw that.
Now we're going to put the other half of that on there.
Okay, then we're supposed to put on 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. Gotta make sure we cover it all well and evenly. And then it gets 1/2 cup of parm. Okay, we cover it up. Aluminum foil has a shiny and a dull side. It doesn't matter which side is up and which side is down.
We put the dull side up because we're dull people.
Okay, and then we put it in the oven for 30 minutes.
That's down there. Top of it?
Mm-hmm.
It's in there. And put it in there. For 30 minutes. We're going to set a timer. For 30 minutes.
And I didn't kill the timer. Or the
And
oven.
she didn't turn off the oven trying to set a timer. For 30 minutes.
Okay. I mean, if it's easier for him, we could always load him up in the truck, but I don't know if he's got his chute set up over there yet or not, so. Which one? Oh, I can do it.
So I did the broiler instead of another 10 minutes because I wanted that nice crispy crust. So exciting. Now we're just waiting for it to cool just a smidge and the garlic naan bread that I have under the broiler now.
Casserole
Okay. The $1 million question. Oh my gosh, it's hot.
Yum.
Man, that's good. I'd give it a thumbs up. Okay, so we all ate it. We all really enjoyed it. In fact, my little one, who is a very picky eater, made a happy plate. That's pretty awesome. So talking it over with my husband, we would probably give it 700,000 out of 1 million, because we've made a lot of things very similar to this, and nothing just took it quite over the top, although it was very good. I might even give it the 800,000, but I'm not sure if it's 1 million yet. He was saying that we had some Italian sausage in the fridge, and that could have been good to add to it. Might have added that extra. I don't know. Am I glad I ate it? Yes. Would I eat it again? Definitely. So this is probably going to go in the recipe stash, and I'm ready to try some other ones because this is fun. All right. Hope you have a great day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. The link to the recipe, if you want to make it, is below, and you should leave me a comment if you do. I didn't come up with it. The other people did. But still, you can tell me you made it and what you think, and you could rate it too. How many 100,000 out of 1 million would you give it? Okay, talk to you later.